I do want to talk about off-the-grid living. So let me load up the game real quick. We're doing the Live the Farm Life challenge, and attached to that is the off-the-grid living challenge. But let me actually take him home so that I can show you how to enable the lot challenge. The off-grid living challenge is a base game lot challenge that you can enable on your home lot in The Sims 4, and it forces your Sims to live completely without electricity or plumbing. It's a fun challenge. I've never used it before, and it's loads of fun. In order to enable it, first you go into build by mode. You click on this icon here, the venue info icon at the top left of your screen. Then you need to click the traits panel, which is the hexagon with a question mark. And then you go into the lot challenges, which is like the trophy cup emblem. So you click on that, and it gives you a lot of different lot challenges. You'll notice that the LGBTQIA plus hangout, that's a mod. So ignore that one. But you get like challenges that you can choose, such as creepy crawlies, cursed, filthy, grody, spooky, landfill lot, which is not available for residential lots. It's just, you can only do that on like community lots. And then there's reduce and recycle and just loads of different things. I have off the grid and simple living challenges enabled. All you do to enable a challenge is you click on the challenge, and it goes from white to green, and that shows that it's enabled. And then to disable it, you do the same thing. You click on it like so, and it turns white. So when you re-enter live mode with the challenge active, you will receive a notification informing you that your household has been disconnected from the power grid. Objects that use electric will not work with this challenge, so your Sims have to find a way to live without electricity. The game helps you here. In build by mode, you go into objects by function. You can go through until you find this thing here that says off the grid. Click on that, and it gives you a bunch of things that you can use that requires no electricity and no water to run. We've got everything from old Timmy's wash tub all the way up to fridges, cookers, water generators, and so on and so forth that are functional off the grid. That helps you. There's also traits that can help you, such as natural well. So if we go into the traits, which is the house here, it says residential. So if you click on, again, the hexagon with the question mark on the upper left, and then you click on the question mark, it says pick a trait. That takes you into lot traits. And there's loads of different traits that you can choose. You can have eco lot, which your lot will move towards eco-friendliness faster. You can have natural well, which gives you spring water that runs under the lot, which reduces utility bills. Basically gives you free water on your lot, which is what I've got, and it really saves money. Just because you have off-the-grid friendly objects doesn't mean they will function exactly the same way as objects powered by electricity. Some things, such as this icebox, for example, the refrigerator, will only work as a refrigerator. It will only preserve food if you add ice. You have to continuously add ice to the refrigerator, or the food it'll stop preserving the food. Right now, I've got enough ice in there. I've got 50%. So if I add more ice, that will bump it up to 100%, and it will continue to keep whatever is in the refrigerator preserved. Food kept in off-the-grid fridges that have run out of ice will spoil at the same rate as if they were sitting on a countertop, so you want to keep that in mind. A fridge that's stocked with ice lasts about 24 in-game hours, so you want to make sure that you stock it with ice regularly. Then, cooking while off the grid is also a challenge. As you can see here, I've got right here, cooking power does not work off the grid. To cook off the grid, you can click that, and that gives you a small amount of things that you can cook. So you can use grills to cook without electricity, but like I said, some recipes on the oven, for example, won't be available. So recipes that require the oven portion of your stove cannot be made, but things that require the stove top are fair game. So like you can make grilled cheese, but you can't bake a cake, for example, which is interesting. You can make bread, which is weird. You can bake bread, but you can't bake a cake. Yeah, it's just conserving and gathering water. So I've got the spring that runs under the ground. I've got that trait that gives me free water. But if you don't have that trait, then you will need to go to a pond or put a pond on your land to gather water. There's also a dew gatherer that will help you with water as well. Your Sims can also take quick and tepid baths or quickly wash their hands and quickly brush their teeth to help conserve water as well. Doing that, like taking the quick and tepid bath, doesn't get your sim fully clean and can sometimes leave them with uncomfortable moodlets. If they want a full proper bath, they're gonna have to gather water themselves, and like I said, that's done through any natural body of water. Ponds, rivers, and lakes can all have water collected from them. Collecting water from any natural body of water, by the way, gives the household 5 units of water. If you have eco lifestyle, there are different enhancements you can get. There's the household power generator that you can get that will give you a little bit of electricity, 5 units of electricity to be exact. There's the atmospheric water generator that you can get that pulls water from the surrounding air, and it requires fuel to power. So that is very expensive, but that gives you a water production rating of 5 as long as you keep fuel in it. There's also the solar panels. You can get ground solar panels and roof solar panels, and they give you a power production rating of 2, or you could do what I've done. My roof, there is a roof cover that is a solar panel, and it gives you a power production rating of 1, and it's free. And then you have the wind turbines. The classic wind turbine. You can have one for the ground or one for your roof. They are quite expensive again. They're not as expensive as the solar panels. They give you a power production rating of 2 and 3 respectively. There's ways to live off the grid and make your own water and electricity. You may be asking, why would you want to put this lot challenge, the off the grid challenge? Because it's difficult, it is a very difficult challenge. Why would you want to do it? There's a few benefits to living off the grid in The Sims 4. The biggest benefit is that it's super cost effective. You will greatly reduce your bills if you do not consume any water or electricity. You can keep track of your bills breakdown by clicking on the mailbox. So let's do that real quick. I'll show you. If you click on the mailbox, you can, here we are, show bills information. You click on that, it brings up your bills and utilities. Right now, I have lot taxes. Lot taxes are determined based on the value of all lot objects on the lot and the lot's value. So I'm paying 146 simoleons currently in taxes. My water bill is based on the amount of water consumed and produced while using plumbing throughout the week. I'm producing more water than I'm making. Instead of me paying the water company, they're paying me. For power, I'm not using any power because it's off the grid, so I've been disconnected from the electrical grid. So I owe nothing for power. Other taxes are derived from unpaid services, fees, and additional bills. We have 0 other taxes. Tax breaks and penalties is additional taxes, credits, and penalties potentially derived from various gameplay elements, including lot traits, sim traits, items on lot, and more. So we are actually getting paid. We're getting tax breaks because we have no power bills, no water bills, and off-the-grid property tax discount. The game's actually paying us 36 simoleons at the moment for tax break. That makes our taxes the only thing that we're paying, and because of everything else, we only pay 24 simoleons currently unpaid bills. So you can see that being doing the off the grid challenge is challenging, but it's very good to have. Another reason is there are multiple community challenges that people have made, such as the Decades Challenge, that require you to have the slot challenge on.